Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Sick and the Sikshotgaming channel, and I am back with another Dragon Ball Fighterz video for you today. Lord, it feels so good to say that. This is another what to do on block, and this one's on the newest and latest DLC character, Super Baby 2. But I like to call him, and I think everybody knows him as Baby Vegeta. But first of all, I want to apologize for the super late upload of this what to do on block. Life took its course and I was busy. Also, I'd like to apologize for barely posting any content for my subs. I'm gonna try to do a lot better in the future, just going through life and so on and so forth. But anyways, let's get to this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, check out some of the past content, make sure to hit the notification bell and hit the all tab to get notified every time I drop a new video. Also, you want to help support my channel in any type of way at all, you can check the links below in the description box to go do so. But anyways, let's get started this video. So, Baby Vegeta, or Super Baby 2, how Dragon Ball Fighterz has his name, is a very interesting character. So, normally, when it comes to true block strings, you could do stuff like light, down, medium, standing medium, like I'm going to show with Ultra Instinct Goku. Or light, standing medium, down medium, into heavy, and that would be a true block string. But it's a little different case for Super Baby 2 or Baby Vegeta. I'm calling Baby Vegeta for the rest of the video. I don't like the Super Baby thing. But yeah, Baby Vegeta standing medium is 17 frame startup, so it's definitely the slower, I think the slowest standing medium in the game. So with that being said, any string going into standing medium is going to have a gap, right? So light into standing medium is going to have a gap. Light down medium, standing medium is going to have a gap. Light standing medium is going to have a gap. Anything into standing medium will have a gap. So keep that in mind. Another thing about this normal is that whenever you use this in a block string, the gap is not large enough for your opponent to interrupt you. So it's a good normal for frame trapping your opponent. So if you know your opponent is a button masher or just like to disrespect you with pressing buttons and through your block strings and so on and so forth, you can easily frame trap them just like so, and they will get hit. So keep that in mind. It's a very good move to use for frame traps. And Baby Vegeta has a lot of frame trapping moves. He's not really true block strings like that. He has a lot of frame trapping stuff. So we're gonna go on to all that stuff. Another thing about his standing medium is on block, it is only -1, so you can reset pressure as well with a block standing medium. So keep that in mind as well. So move on from there, we're gonna talk about his true block string. So a true block string, here's the example, would be a light down medium into standing heavy until his core circle forward. Light attack. His core circle forward is safe on block, and we're gonna talk more about that later on, but his core circle forward is safe on block and gives you a good distance where you could backdash and do whatever you want from there. So that is one true block string that we are going to explore later on, with mix-up and so on and so forth. But moving on, true block strings will be light, down medium, standing heavy. The only thing about the standing heavy is that it's unsafe. So you will have to cancel into like a key blast or core circle forward light to keep it safe. Light down medium is also unsafe as well, so just remember that. But light is safe, so it's only -3 and you could backdash and do whatever type of shenanigans, reflect, so on and so forth from there. So you could stagger with light because it's only -3, so that's pretty good. Moving on from there, ending your block strings off with a key blast is not a bad idea at all. It's completely safe. I believe it's only -3. You could backdash. After that, it gives you a good amount of distance, and you can punish your opponent if they try to whiff retaliate. If they whiff on a retaliation, sorry. And yeah, so ending off your block strings with the standing key blast is pretty good. The only bad thing about it is that his key blast can be reflected. So as I'm showcasing this right now, his key blast can be reflected. So there are frame trap type of things you could do with this, and I'm gonna showcase that. But just remember, and when you end your block string with the key blast, it can be reflected. So as I'm showcasing, The key blast can't be reflected, and if you don't cancel to nothing at all, you would definitely be punished. So yeah, keep that in mind. So moving on, we're gonna talk about some of Baby's or Baby Vegeta's key blast frame trap options, and this one right here is pretty standard. Almost every character in the game can do this. So most likely you're going to do a true block string into your key blast, into your standing heavy, right? So you're not going to use your standing heavy at all. You're going to do your true block string into your medium normal, your key blast into your standing heavy. If your opponent reflects the key blast and try to punish you after that, they will get hit with the standing heavy. So they would have to reflect twice. So either two things they gotta do. They gotta reflect the key blast and then reflect again, or they're gonna block the key blast and reflect after the key blast. Now, if you have a really good reader on opponent and you know they're gonna throw their key blast out, you can't just super dash through the key blast and punish your opponent. But you have to have a read and not a reaction to punish that. So just keep that in mind. Another thing you could do to stop this frame trap is to reflect the key blast and go into a reversal like a DP or a level 3, but not Baby Vegeta's first level 3, because that one is trash as a reversal. But any type of level 3 that will punish correctly is a good idea. And most level 3s in this game is a good level 3 to punish correctly. Besides that one, and any type of spirit bomb is not good. Just remember that. So the next frame trap you're gonna talk about is using the forward key blast after the standing key blast. So this is really good because if your opponent reflects and tries to attack directly after, they will get hit with the second key blast. Also, if they try to jump out or try to do anything after reflecting, it will catch them and bring it back to the ground. So your opponent has to double reflect to get away from this. And while you throw the forward key blast, you're retreating. It's like a retreating, throwing key blast. So you're pretty much kind of safe. Now, level 3s can punish, but only certain level 3s can punish. A level 3 that's going to cover that space that Baby's at will punish. So this is just me showcasing that even with other characters, even with longer ranges and so forth, that key blast into forward key blast will punish any type of standing jab attempt. So that's really good. But it will lose out to invincible startup moves that cover that distance that Baby's retreating to. So for instance, core circle back heavy for UI Goku will punish. And any type of level 3, again, I want to reiterate, any type of level 3 that covers that space that Baby Vegeta is retreating to after he throws his forward key blast will punish this as well. So keep that in mind. So moving on from there, we're going to talk about another type of frame trap, which is his core circle back key blast attack, which is a invincible air. It's an air invincible startup move, and is really good to use after his key blasts, because the startup of this move is very fast. You can't interrupt it at all, just like the forward key blast, but it's even faster. So if your opponent reflects and press a button, they will get hit. And even if they was to block, it's like a setup with the returning key blasts. So your opponent has to reflect twice to get rid of the returning key blasts. So keep that in mind. And even then, they can still get hit. As you can see, they got to reflect 3 times actually. So this is a very good move to use as a setup after. But if your opponent was to just straight block it, they could try to punish you. It's very hard to punish. It's only like a certain way to punish this move, because if you try to jab after, that won't work. The Baby player using this move will be able to block in time off a standing jab. But since anytime you block, the key blast will not return. So that's one good thing about it. If you try to use any type of air reversal or anything like that, you will not be able to punish this as well. So keep that in mind. And you get a different type of punish from when you're crouching than when you're not crouching. But as you can see, I wasn't able to get the air reversal out in time. So that's pretty big. So the way you can punish this move though is there's a couple ways you can punish this move, right? So one way you could punish this frame trap is by reflecting the initial key blast, and after that, punish it by using any type of reversal. UI reversal is a good one. Also, another reversal you can use is any type of DP or invincible startup level 3. All level 3s have invincible startup, so that's always a really good reversal to go to. And yeah, as you can see, that's one way to punish it. Here's me showcasing that you could punish, showcasing the level 3 punish by reflecting the key blast and going directly into my invincible startup level 3. And if that level 3 covers that space that baby's in, it's gonna punish him. And yeah, free damage. One thing I do want to talk about though, as the baby player, if you do happen to hit your opponent with this move, you could vanish confirm, but you don't have to automatically vanish as soon as possible. You could do a late vanish confirm, and the returning key blast will hit your opponent where you can get a better combo than normal. And he's the only character in this game that I know of, and I've been playing this game for 3 years, that could do something like this. So that's really, really good and neat. And I like that they gave Baby something that he's like the only character in the game that could do something like this. He could do a late vanish with confirm off his move and get a full combo with the smash properties and everything. That's really, really dope. So, moving on from there, now we get into the good stuff. We get into true block strings with special moves. So, the first special move we're going to talk about that we could use as a true block string, we mentioned this earlier, but now we're going to go back and elaborate on it with all the mix-ups and stuff, is his core circle forward light. So, a true block string for Baby, remember, he's not normal. His true block strings is going to be light, down, medium, standing, heavy, into a core circle forward light. This is going to be the special move where you add an assist on to extend your block pressure. So you will use this at the end of your block string, right? Do core circle forward light into assist call, keeping it into a block stun, run up and continue your true block string pressure. You can run up regular and do light and keep on the pressure going again. As you can see, if you're fast enough, your opponent cannot reflect out of it, so that's a good thing. It's very, very hard to get mixed with him though. You can even do a instant air dash, light, and mix the opponent up. But it's very hard to get like a true block string 50-50 mix with him, because his down light is on the slower side. You would need a high block stun assist to do these type of mix-ups. But you can still do stuff with average mix-ups, like with a average block stun assist, like a beam that's like around 31 and 32 frames. You can still do some stuff, but you can get this down light to be a true block string. As you see, if you're quick enough, you can run up and do down light. It's going to be a true block string, but it is very timing specific, because his down light is 11 frames and it's the slower down light. Yeah, I believe it's the slowest down light in the game, because I think Gogeta's is 10 frames. So yeah, his down light is the slowest down light in the game, and it doesn't have the range of a Gogeta. It has a range like a normal down light, so you have to run up and be very, very fast with it. You will be able to get a true block string and get a mix up with it, but it's very, very hard. And if all else fails out of block stun, you can always go into a Dragon Rush mix-up setup, so that's always good as well. And another mix-up, which I probably recommend to be the go-to mix-up, is to run up and cross them up and punish them just like so. And to me, this is like the go-to recommended mix-up to go for, because there's barely any true 50-50s in this game anymore, so you might as well catch your opponent off guard with a cross-up. So, moving on from there, we're going to talk about his core circle forward medium as a frame trapper. Alright, so the light version is a true block string, where the medium version will be your frame trap. So, one thing about this move, it has the same properties on block as the light version, where this move being safe. This move is 100% safe and it's only -5 frames, so that's good. There's no way you can punish this at all. At least not by blocking it. Now, since it is a gap in between, you can reflect and punish. If I showcase this correctly, as you can see, you can reflect and throw a key blast, and your key blast is fast enough, it will punish the recovery frames of this move. So that's pretty good. So if you feel like your opponent's going to use this move, you can reflect, punch just like so, but that's very, very hard to react to. That's more like a read. Another thing is if you use this move while your opponent is crouching, it will go right over the opponent's head. So keep that in mind. The only time it will hit the opponent while they're blocking is if they're standing. Now, another thing is if you try to press buttons in between or try to vanish, the gap is not big enough for that to happen. You will get smoked every single time. So if you're playing against a player and you realize that they like to press buttons a lot, you can do this move, boom, catch them off guard, and if you're mid-screen, you can extend it with an assist. If you're in the corner, you get a full corner combo with it. So that's always very good when a character has these type of moves. One thing you have to really be careful about with this move is if this move does whiff, you can easily punish the move. So just be careful about that. But this is me showcasing the corner combo that you can do off this move. This move gives you the medium version of the move, forces out wall bounce, where you could extend the combos. So that's always a good thing. So especially in the corner, if you know your opponent's pressing buttons and they can get caught by frame traps, I would do this move. So now I want to talk about assist setups with this move. So you can pull the assist if you go right over the opponent's head, and maybe if the assist is slow enough, it will catch them off guard. But this game has cross-up protection. Cross-up protection. Sorry. So if you call the assist fast enough, the opponent can just keep blocking the same original way, and they won't get crossed up by the move. But the thing about Baby, since he has a gap with his standing medium, you could easily kind of mess up your opponent blocking with the standing medium. If you do a light into standing medium, it could probably catch your opponent off guard if they still block in the same way. So they have to recorrect a block with Baby when you use your standing medium with this cross-up setup. So that's very good. And if you call the assist a little bit later where you don't have the cross-up protection no more, the assist will hit your opponent and catch them off guard. So that's really good as well too. And if you call the assist very early and your opponent's pressing buttons, this is a situation when they press the buttons, they get the assist and get smoked, and you got a combo. Just want to showcase it again. Your opponent, if you call the assist at the correct timing, very early as possible, but still enough time where there's a gap. If your opponent likes to press buttons, they will get hit by the assist. All right, you go directly over their head, and they will get hit by the assist. So that's very good. Even if the opponent blocks the assist, there's still enough blocks on. Even with a low blocks and assist like UI Goku's A assist, they're able to punish any type of retaliation attempt with them. Now, yes, the opponent can reflect after, but if they try to challenge you and press buttons and actually flip on your head, they will get beaten out every single time. So that's very good as well. Keep in mind, with low blocks on assist, the opponent can reflect, or you as a person playing against the Baby Vegeta player can reflect after a low blocks and a stun assist after this move. Now, the counter to that, if you feel like the opponent is going to reflect, you can easily cross them up just like so. And the cross-up tactics in Dragon Ball Fighterz after assist is really strong now. So, moving on, the next block string we're going to talk about is using the cross circle back key blast attack in a block string. So, for the most part, if you block this move, it's very hard to punish it. If your opponent tries to punish it with light attacks, standing jabs, they will not punish it. You will be able to block in time. But if the opponent punishes with a down light, which is a low, if they punish and they do it correctly and quick enough, you will punish them. I believe the reason for this is kind of like the reverse effect of Fuzzy Guard in Season 2. I believe after this move and when you touch the ground, the recovery still has you standing before you're crouching. So it's basically the fuzzy guard effect when it comes to this move, and you cannot block low immediately. You're still counted a few frames standing after this move when you recover and hit the ground, so you cannot block low immediately. So you can even punish with a down medium after this move. The only thing is, and I did more labbing and I don't have no footage of it, but you do have air options after this move. You can double jump, you can air dash, so on and so forth. Now, you can't get hit out of the double. When you jump again, you could get hit out of the jump with light attacks, but you can't get hit out with a down light or a down medium, and so on and so forth, or even a down heavy. The down heavy wouldn't punish it as well, so keep that in mind. Now, moving on from there, one thing you can do though is reflect the last hit of this move. So this move is a true block string up into the last key blast that's thrown. The last key blast that's thrown can be reflected in a block string. So if you want to cover that option for you not to get punished, you have to call an assist call at the right time to not get punished. Now, after an assist call, you can't really do much to mix them up because nothing is guaranteed unless it's like a Kid Buu or crazy lockdown assist. But here's one thing I have found that you can do. You can call the key blast. You after you do this move and you're in the air, you can do your air key blast, and if your opponent tries to attack you, they will get hit every single time. They try and down heavy you, you will get hit, so keep that in mind. So after you get your opponent to respect this option, you can mix your opponent up from there with a cross up medium, or hit the floor going to a down medium, or you hit the floor, do a dragon rush, so on and so forth. So this is good mix-ups after the air key blast. So moving on to our next block string, we're going to talk about his quarter circle back and any of the attack buttons. Mainly more so right now is light attack. So this move is kind of like the Vegito air grab. So he has pretty much the same type of mix-ups with the Vegito air grab, and this mix-up is only really good with a lockdown assist like Kid Buu, so you can get some true block string stuff. So I found some pretty cool, interesting mix-ups with the Kid Buu assist with this move. So depending on the timing of when you call the Kid Buu assist, you can either get a cross-up just like so, or you can get a same side setup just like so, what you're about to see right now. So it all depends on the timing of the Kid Buu assist. So for the cross-up setup, you have to call Kid Buu direct, like immediately in front of the down medium. So you have to do light Kid Buu assist, down medium, standing heavy, and then you lock them down enough where you can get the cross up. Now if you want to get the same side, you have to do light and down medium and the Kid Buu assist at the same exact time, standing heavy into the air command grab, and you get the same side setups. And then from there you can do stuff like this. You can do late delay air dash into a double overhead. You can do the same setup but now on the same side and do the Kid Buu assist with the correct timing, and do late air dash into a double overhead on the same side. You can also do, to make that mix up even stronger, you can do same side cross up, as you can see. So you can do the Kid Buu assist, keep you on the same side, and do a cross up with the medium, punch them just like so. You can even just land and do a dragon rush, which is always good. And you can do land jab into dragon rush, which is good as well. So those are a little bit of mix-ups you can do with the air, or the light version of the air command grab. Now we're going to talk about the medium version. Now there's not too much you could do besides the standard stuff and then cross it up to the same side. So yeah. So moving on, we're going to talk about some corner Oki setups. So this is pretty much his B&B max damage. Well, it's not really max damage, but really good damage corner combo. And from there you can get some corner setups with his down key blast. It's like an acid rain attack, and your opponent has to get up and block. If they don't get up and block, they will get hit and you can get a punish from there. So you set this up after a dragon rush setup in the corner. So you do any type of combo into a dragon rush, and then from there you would do your down back key blast button or 1S after the Dragon Rush, and the Dragon Rush is really the only type of ender that you get a really good frame advantage where you can easily cover all the options. So even if they wake up up tech, even if they up tech, it will catch them on a block and bring it back down to the ground, and you can continue a block rush from there. Another thing Baby Vegeta could do is do his standard key blast after this setup, and it will whiff. And remember, his key blast will always return, right? After whiff. So you do this setup, the key blast return, it pulls them out the corner, and you could easily cross them up and mix them up from there. So that's really, really good. Another setup you could do after a corner combo and you end it off with a air Dragon Rush, you could call, you could do acid rain, and you could do a standing key blast. You have no time to call the standing key blast and acid rain in that type of order. So the standing key blast with the acid rain will wake up on their head. They have to block, and they block the key blast from behind. Is going to come push out the corner, and then you can mix them up with a crossover from there. So that's really, really good. And the only option your opponent really has to do is delayed wake up or delayed reflect. If your opponent chooses to up tech and press buttons, they will get hit with the acid rain, which I'm going to showcase. The acid rain will hit them, and you can easily confirm and super dash off of that and get a full combo from there. And if your opponent wakes up in place and try to press buttons, the same exact thing will happen. They will get hit with the acid rain, and you can super dash confirm from there and get a full combo. So this is really, really good. This is a really, really good OP tool. And I want to showcase that a wake up reflect is not even good against this option. So you catch your opponent with the normal B&B, you put them in that OP situation, and your opponent will wake up and reflect, and if they do so, they will whip the timing on the reflect and get hit with the returning key blast, and you can finish off the combo from there and kill your opponent. And it's an easy two-touch death situation. So that's really, really good as well. The ways to get by it is where you have to do a delayed wake up reflect, and so on and so forth. The best way to defend against this is delayed wake up. Another way you can defend against this as well is waking up and doing a level 3. A level 3 from both options will punish this. Now, if you just do one of the options, it won't punish. But if you do both of the options together, so the standing key blast and the acid rain, it will punish. A level 3 will punish, but only one of them by itself, it won't punish. So keep that in mind. So yeah, folks, that's pretty much the end of the road for this video. This has been a what to do on block, a Dragon Ball Fighterz what to do on block Super Baby 2 or Baby Vegeta video. Hopefully you was able to learn something new in this video. If you wasn't able to learn something new, please smash the like button. I greatly appreciate it. I would try my best to be way more active on YouTube. I know I owe it to my subs to be more active. I'm gonna try to keep on putting out more content videos on a whole bunch of different type of games, not just Dragon Ball Fighterz, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, people, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, check out some of the past content, make sure to hit the notification bell and hit the all tab to get alerted every time I drop a new video for you. Also, you want to help support my channel in any type of way at all, I greatly appreciate it, and you can do so by checking the links in the description box below. But anyways, I hope all you have a nice day.
Whoa, running, yeah, running. Whoa,
This is what we do. This is what
whoa,
we do.
running, yeah, running, yeah.